We like to talk about meteorology as well. And here is some of it. Here are surface winds of the eastern world. And we see some pretty severe winds here south of Australia, as well as northwest of Australia. And some continuing heavy winds here off the coast of Kamchatka. Here are the surface winds of the western world. And this extremely powerful low pressure system here has moved to the east a little bit, as it's making a huge effect on Earth's weather. And let's take a look at the jet streams here. Here are the jet streams of the west. Extreme meridional jet stream flow once again. Some snow forecasted for the Rockies, we'll get to it. Here are the jet streams of the eastern world. You've got some very cold air being sent down toward the Himalayas there. Let's talk about some comments that occurred yesterday. Now, we don't regularly talk about comments, but because of the talk about geoengineering, let me just briefly talk about geoengineering. Bulgarians firing rockets at hailstorms in order to divert them and prevent them from destroying crops is not geoengineering. A Coloradan organization attempting to divert a snowstorm using a small plane so that it snows in a beneficial place to their skiing location, their ski slopes, that's not chemtrails. Fire suppression systems and the patents associated with those aren't chemtrails. ScopeX, the geoengineering program being messed with at Harvard, is not chemtrails. Planes flying around airports, landing and taking off, producing contrails, aren't chemtrails. The stratosphere is at like 40,000 feet of altitude. And so I'll just leave that there, since we get regular comments about chemtrails. Chad Myers says, I have no knowledge of that practice. Only it's not called chemtrail. It's called stratospheric aerosol injections, SAI, and you can find plenty of research on the subject from respectable sources. So I said, guess what? You can call it late for dinner if you like. There's still no large-scale plane-based spraying program, and using big spooky words like stratospheric aerosol injection impresses exactly nobody. Chad says, and using words like chemtrail makes me rethink your agenda. Please leave us a comment if you think I have an agenda. Same goes for the Nibiru nonsense. Angry Catfish Briggs is where I'll learn about creation. Stick to script, weather boy. Okay, we thank you for your comment, Chad. Here at the Smash News Network, we greatly value all of our comments, and we indeed do view them all. And some of them we respond to, and some of them we don't. That's it's part of the reason why we're the least busted name in news. Again, leave us a comment if you think we've got an agenda. Now we're looking at pressure cells here on windy.com. Let's advance this via the Euro forecast. We've got a snow forecast, but here's where we expect pressure to be at 1300 Eastern Time tomorrow. Here's a snow forecast through 6 o'clock in the morning Universal Time on, so 6 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, 6 Zulu, Wednesday, April 14th. And forecasting a couple feet of, over a foot of snow in some spots here in the southern Rockies. I assume all the hot air from Colorado will melt that snow promptly. Keep in mind, this is 5 days out. 5 days is a little far to forecast. That is the GFS forecast for snowfall over the lower 48. Let's take a look at a real-time lightning map. Here's a real-time lightning map, and we've got some terrestrial lightning once again here. Hey, Mobile, go outside and look to your south. You may see some impressive light shows above those cloud tops. Mobile Bay currently getting struck. Anyway, that's lightningmaps.org. I use it when I hear thunder. Let's check the U.S. Doppler radar map, and we see this low over the over the Minnesota-Wisconsin border here, producing some strong storms, as well as some strong storms over the Florida Panhandle. Here's what's going on in the cloud layer. Again, that powerful rotating low there, located over the northeasterly portion of Iowa. You can see that strong rotation. You'll see it even better in the water vapor map. And there's some dry air mixed in there, which is not strengthening the system. It is surrounded by dry air, which is constraining the system. And we've actually got a bunch of cold air being injected down here. So we've got bands of massive pressure gradient here moving across Colorado right now. Should be making for some interesting cloud formations. And we're going to have to say goodbye to Twitch once again. That was our meteorology segment for the day. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for leaving comments. Be stoic.